All right, we are going to dive into restorative work today. So, if you have a bolster, a pillow, any folded blankets, go ahead and grab them. I really love these firm bolsters. And then, if you have a strap, go ahead and grab that as well. Anything you have. You can use a belt, you can use a scarf, anything. So start with seated. Let's get the posture. So sit your hips up on a prop, a bolster, pillow, blankets. You want to elevate your pelvis, the front bones right here, above your knees. And then go ahead and release the skin, the tissue, the muscle. Move it out of the way so that you're sitting directly on your sit bones. And then use your mind to trace the sit bones. So you're tracing through the whole spine, into the pelvis. And then there's the two sit bones, and you want to be on the front edge and the inside edge. Good. And that's going to work with the curvature of the spine. So if there's any scoliosis or muscular differences, most of us have muscular differences, it will start to strengthen and tone it equally. Good. So go ahead, reach through those two sit bones, the inner sit bone, the front sit bone. And then begin spreading wide across your collarbones. Wide, broaden. We want to open up our lung capacity, our chest capacity. So lift that armpit chest. You can even use your thumbs. Hook that armpit chest, lift, roll. And those top shoulders are rolling down and back. Palms up. And so there's a few things happening. We've got the sit bones engaging, releasing to the floor. Your sacrum, the back of the pelvis. The skin of the sacrum is lifting up to the ceiling, to the back of the head. Top shoulders are rolling down and back. And then what brings the whole chain together is the front ribs are reaching to the wall behind you. So those opposing actions, sacrum skin up, front ribs back, palms up. And then just find a put on the floor to focus on, focusing the gaze. And see if you can get more broadening in the chest. Smooth breathing through your nose, smooth inhalation. Pause, smooth exhalation. Pause. And get more and more broadening across your chest. Feel that sternum opening. Good. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. And then change the crossings of your legs. And find that same work. Inner sit bones reaching. And you want to get equal pressure on that right sit bone and that left sit bone to support the stability, the musculature, the strength of the spine. Jaw is soft. Few more breaths here. Smooth inhalation through your nose. Pause. Smooth exhalation. Good. Find that length, that extension. And then inhale the arms up. Good. And then we're going to interlace the fingers and draw the arms up. And you want your arms reaching behind your ear holes, reaching behind your ears. And remember those front ribs are reaching to the wall behind you, sacrum skin lifting, armpit chest open, top shoulders rolling down and back, and find that coordination between all those points. Good, inhale, lengthen. Find more space behind the heart, more space in the vertebra. Good. Exhale, release, twist over towards your right side. Yep. Back of the left wrist is on the right outer knee. Inhale, extend taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, taller. Exhale, twist deeper. And you're lifting that front chest, rolling the top shoulders down and back. And then inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist deeper from the base of the spine. Head turns last. Looking over that right shoulder. Initiating the twist from the base. And then exhale, release. Inhale, interlace your fingers the opposite direction, lifting up again. Sacrum skin lifting. Front ribs reaching behind you. Extend out the center top of the head. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist towards the left side. And we're getting an external rotation of your upper arm. So inhale, get taller, reach to the top of the head. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, taller. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, taller. Really find new length, new spaciousness through the twisting. And then your head turns last, so you initiate from the base of the spine. Looking over that left shoulder. Good, keep twisting. Okay, good, release, exhale, come on out. So this next one, you're going to want a bolster or blanket. And you're gonna have the bolster at your right hip, feet to the side. So I'll show you my feet. So you have your left foot on top, pointing backwards in the right arch. So the right foot is pointing towards the side, left foot is pointing back. Okay. So knees are forward, bolsters at your right hip. Your left foot is pointing back behind you on top of the right arch. And then we're gonna start twisting. Exhale, twist towards your bolster. And you wanna rotate your belly button towards the right. Twist, 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 twist. And you wanna lengthen and extend all the way down. So inhale, getting taller. Exhale, twisting deeper. Moving slowly. And your head can be facing either direction. You're going to get a deeper twist if your head is looking away from your knees. And then twists are key to flexibility. So it's breaking up fascia, reconnecting that web, that tissue. It allows for that elasticity in the tissues, which is what we want. We want supple tissues. And it starts to restore that elasticity in the ribs, in the spine, and all the connective tissue, and the shoulders, and the neck. And this is one of my favorite restorative poses. So you're just going to be lying, head facing either direction. And one of the key areas that this restores is your adrenal glands, which sit right on top of your kidneys. And our adrenal glands deal with stress, fight or flight, our nervous system health. So they can be overly active. It's important to restore them actively on a weekly basis. So really breathe into your lower rib cage, your kidney band. And fill up that back rib cage. So you'll feel the lungs expanding all across the back rib cage. And you just want to slow that inhalation down. You're breathing through your nose. Slow that inhalation down. The slower the breath, the smoother the breath through the nose, the more that you're going to actually hydrate, oxygenate, fill up those cells. So that's energizing your cells. That's energizing your mitochondria. And then it's also eliminating waste at the cellular level. And then that inhale, exhale is also acting like a massage from the inside out, from the tissues, restoring that elasticity. And your eyes can be closed. So your navel is twisting around towards the right, away from your knees. You're lengthening the spine, getting more space. Have your head twisted either direction, but the twist will be deeper again if you're looking away. Just focusing on your breath. And this is one where the longer you hold it, the more benefits you're going to get. So this is a restorative pose. Ideally, you hold for 10 minutes on each side. Continue to slow down your breath and deepen your breath. And as you slow down that breath, you'll notice how much more space you start to get in every single vertebra. So you're really restoring that elasticity in the rib cage and the spine and finding that space through your breath. See if you can do a gentle pause at the top of your breath, a gentle pause at the bottom of your breath. And you're just flooding your cells, flooding your tissues with that oxygen from your slow breath. And so your breath is what regulates your emotions and your nervous system. So drawing out the breath into a smooth, soft breath, elongated breath, it's going to start shifting the nervous system. And then inhale, go ahead and press downwards with both hands to come upwards. Feel that difference in your spine. And then we're going to move the bolster over to the other side. So now your bolster is on your left hip. Now your right foot is pointing straight back behind you, sitting on top of the left arch. Good. So again, we're going to inhale, get height before we twist. So lengthen through your whole spine, organs lifting, spine lifting, twisting. Inhale, get taller, exhale, twist deeper, and you're slowly working your way into this. Twisting your navel away from your knees, towards the wall behind you, towards your left hand. Twist, 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 twist. And then it's the breath, working with the breath slowly, smoothly through your nose. That's going to start breaking up anywhere that there's congestion in the tissues. So again, your head can be facing either direction. I'm going to face it towards you just so you can hear me. But if you can twist around, do. And again, the navel is twisting. The twist is originating from the base of the spine up to the top shoulders. Neck is last. And inhale, get taller. Exhale, twist deeper. So even though this is a restorative pose, you can be active in your restorative poses. So the elongation is happening in the spine, reaching out the top center of the head. And then you're slowing that breath and really filling into that kidney adrenal band across your lower back rib cage. So slow your breath, smooth your breath. Really fill up that kidney adrenal band. And remember, you're regulating the body, the nervous system, the emotions, the mind through the smoothness and the elongation of your breath. Face is soft, throat is soft, your side temples are soft. And see if on that inhalation you can find more spaciousness in your body, more broadening, widening. And see if on the exhalation you can deepen that twist. So every single vertebra is twisting. And this restorative works amazing because it translates to wherever you're needing it in your body. So wherever you're holding tension, wherever the fascia is tight, that could be in the knee joint, that could be in the left wrist, it could be in the right shoulder, it could be in the neck, it could be in the pelvis, the diaphragm, the organs. So deepen and slow that breath, and the whole body will start to release, reset. Eyes are soft, forehead is soft. And use that breath to keep finding deeper elongation in the spine, deeper twisting. Good. See if you can really fill up the whole body with the breath. Fill up that kidney band. Go ahead and then exhale. Press downwards to come upwards. Moving slowly. And you'll feel a reset all the way from the spine and the psoas and the pelvis into the diaphragm, into the nervous system. So the next one is one of my favorites of all time. Those twists start to warm up the spine so that we can get new opening. And this one I'll let you watch first. So you start at the base of your bolster or blankets. And you want to get this armpit chest lifting and the top shoulders rolling down the back. So you use the bolster to help you find that The bolster is helping to roll that tissue down my back. Rolling, 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 rolling. Watch first. So feet are pressing evenly. Knees are together. Do you see how much lift I'm getting in my armpit chest? And then I'm actively lifting away from the bolster. My spine is still touching the bolster, but I'm lifting away as though I'm trying to not be touching it. And that resets the scapulas, the thoracic spine. It really nourishes your thyroid, your parathyroid, the pineal gland, the pituitary gland. So palms are facing up. So yeah, go ahead, come in, start at the base of your bolster, and then slowly push with your feet, working yourself towards the top of your bolster. Again, the bolster is doing the work for you. It's rolling and pulling that tissue back. Shoulders rolling down the back. And then palms are facing up. Again, you can take off glasses if you have them. You're getting an external rotation of your upper arms. Go ahead and get your palms flat. So your palms are facing the ceiling. See if you can get all fingertips touching the floor. Extending through the 10 fingers evenly. Pinky finger reaching. Ring finger reaching. Middle finger reaching, elongating. Pointer finger reaching. Thumbs reaching. And that's going to translate into the space of your cervical vertebra. And so even though, again, this is a restorative pose, we're working actively today. So extend through those fingertips to find more spaciousness in your neck and your cervical vertebra. And then your jaw softens. And then you're engaging your muscle to your bone and your arms. So you're finding that strength, that engagement, where it's a 360-degree activation of muscle to bone coordination in your upper arms. And you'll really have to reach through those pinky fingers in order to find that activation. Jaw soft, throat soft, arms strong. And then as you find that muscle to bone activation, you'll be able to roll those top shoulders down the back, away from the ears. Again, jaw softening. So your shoulders are just on the ground. And then right behind your heart, your thoracic spine, where the bolster is touching, lift away from the bolster so that you're actually toning the muscles of the thoracic spine. And again, resetting the scapulas and how they sit in place. Good, and then equal pressure on your feet, right foot, left foot, which is going to set and stabilize your pelvis. And from there, you can get more opening. So lift your center sternum towards your chin. Center sternum towards the chin, lifting, 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 lifting. Keep extending through those pinky fingers. Muscles engaged to the bone and the arms. And then your eyes are soft. Your face is parallel with the ceiling. You want your right eye and your left eye balanced. We all have a dominant eye, so one side of the forehead is usually reaching closer to the ceiling than the other. So if you're right eye dominant, It's going to be slightly above the left eye. So do the opposite. And that'll start to balance the brain. So this pose is a natural mood lifter. It does open the heart. 10 minutes in this one does shift the chemistry in the brain. And 10 minutes of this is worth an hour of sleep. So it's deeply restorative. So again, knees are together, equal pressure in the feet, right foot, left foot. Tailbone is lengthening away from the head towards the toes. Sternum is lifting towards your chin. Armpit chest is opening. Use your breath to open the armpit chest. We want to clear out the armpit chest. Use your smooth inhalation and exhalation. Bring quality breath into your armpit chest. Now roll your top shoulders down your back. External rotation of your arms. Reaching through all 10 fingertips. Engage the muscle to the bone. Extend through your arms. And then soften the jaw and the throat and the forehead. And again, just slow your breath and smooth your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Reaching your sternum to your chin and your chin to your sternum. Filling up that armpit chest. More than you think is possible. And allow your navel to naturally relax towards your spine on your exhalation. So your lungs are growing in their capacity on the inhalation, they're expanding. You want to keep that expansion in your lungs on the exhalation and let the navel just gently recede towards the spine on the exhalation. And you're finding that opening, that expansion on the inhalation of your lungs. And you're keeping that opening and that expansion in your lungs on that exhalation. So your lungs become like a cave. That cave is broadening and expanding, even as the wind, the air exhales and releases. And now the very southern tips of your scapulas are reaching up towards the ceiling. Reach, 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 reach. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Lower ribs descending. So that kidney band is releasing into the bolster. Good. One more deep inhalation. One more smooth exhalation through the nose. And then you're going to scoot yourself backwards off of your blanket, off of your bolster. You can push the bolster down to release the buttocks to the floor, knees together. Just lying on your back for a moment, letting your body adjust. Get a full inhalation throughout the whole spine. A full exhalation. And roll on out to your right side to come up. And again, the longer you can hold that timing, the better. It starts to really go deep into the brain, as you can probably feel. Just take a moment to notice the difference for yourself. Awesome. Love this. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and grab the strap and we're going to use your bolster again. Okay, so the bolster is going to go on your left side. Grab the strap. First, just hug your knees, lying flat on your back. Hug your knees to your chest. Feet are flat like you're walking on the floor or on the wall. Toes extending. Good. Now grab your strap. Put it around the mounds of your big toes. Release your legs upwards. External rotation of the arms. I like to wrap the strap around my wrists. Arms straight. Okay, so we were just working with our lung capacity. I want you to keep finding that in this one. So your lungs go to the tops of your shoulders. That's the upper portion of your lungs. And we want to fill that completely. So smooth inhalation, filling from the base of your lungs, which is just above your diaphragm, your lower rib cage, your mid lungs, all the way to your top shoulders. And then when you exhale, you want to keep that capacity, that expansion, and the air releases outwards, which will naturally draw your navel towards the spine. So the kidney band, the adrenal band is releasing down towards the floor on the right side and the left side. And then your lung capacity is expanding from the front to the side to the back, from the base of the rib cage to the top of the shoulders. And you're working slowly and symmetrically on your breath. Smooth inhalation, expanding that lung capacity ever so slightly, followed by a smooth exhalation. All of this is through your nose. Good. Now you're going to grab a strap in your left hand and you're going to reach your ankles up towards your left ear, and that bolster's over there to catch them. So that left arm does straighten. My legs are supported on the bolster. So it's a twist, but it's a supported twist. And then the right arm can go out towards the side or down by your side. Okay, so look at your peek over at your feet. They're on the left side of your body. See if you can get those two big toes level. Your feet level. Peek at your knees. See if you can get your knees even, your knees level, your ankles level. And then you're reaching, extending through those toe tips reaching towards your face. Heels reaching away. Good. Keep drawing those toe tips towards your face. Lengthening the back of the legs, the Achilles tendons. Toes are even, knees are even, hips are even. And then that twist is coming again from the base of the spine. And you're supporting all of the organs in the pelvis and the abdomen. And just see if you can keep reaching those legs up higher towards your ear, towards your head. And you're getting a supported forward bend, a supported twist. Again, the face is soft. This one is also extremely good for your digestive organs. So go back to your breath, that smooth inhalation, that smooth exhalation. Again, your feet are even, your knees are even. You're engaging the front of the thigh to the back of the thigh, the front of the knee to the back of the knee. Lengthening your legs longer. And then the belly is soft. Smooth inhalation, articulating through your lungs, back lungs, side lungs, front lungs, bottom rib cage to the top of your shoulders. And just see how slow and how smooth you can make your inhalation and exhalation. And then we're going to use our exhale to draw the legs upwards. Exhale. Tricky part about that is you're actually trying to not grip your belly. You're working to use your structure and your breath to draw those legs up. And then we're going to move the bolster to the other side, to the right side. And again, strap right along the mounds of the big toes. Arms up, legs centered. Your navel relaxes to your spine. The belly is soft, zero grip in the belly. Find that length in your spine through your breath, smooth inhalation. Keep that broadening of your entire rib cage, even as you exhale. External rotation of your arms. Then gather those straps in your right hand. Draw your ankles up towards your head, up towards your right ear. Yeah, beautiful. And then your legs are supported by your bolster. And you want those legs, those ankles to go up as high as possible. So we'll level out the big toes, the ankles, the knees, the hips. And then we're going to use our breath to deepen this, to get deeper into the tissue. So smooth inhalation through your nose. And then your left hand is out, down by the side. Inhale, find more length in every single vertebra. Exhale, find a deeper twist. Navel is twisting towards the left. Inhale, lengthen through your legs, lengthen through your toes. Engage the front of the knee to the back of the knee. Exhale, keep your expansion, allowing the navel to return towards the spine. And that right arm that's holding the strap is straight. And you're using that breath as a way to dissect your body from the inside out. Bringing that breath, that expansion anywhere that there's tension or tightness. Anywhere that the fascia is bound. You're going to unwind that tension from the inside out through your breath. The throat is soft, the forehead is soft, the side temples are open wide, the jaw is released, the legs are strong, active, firm, lengthening. Inhale, broaden across your kidney band, your adrenal band. Inhale, broaden across your back rib cage. Keep that broadening on your exhalation, breathing through the nose. Few more breaths. Reach your toes towards your face, extend your heels away. And then exhale, try and keep your belly soft, or you can bend your knees to come up. Legs straight up again. Feel that deep reset along the whole spinal column. Jaw softening. The diaphragm gets a reset. The vagus nerve gets a reset. Okay, good. Relax. Downwards, come rolling out to your side. Again, push the bolster away. Good. We're going to come downwards into child's pose. So knees wide, toes together. Remove glasses. You want your center forehead on the floor, extending the arms, reaching away. This one is also incredibly stabilizing, balancing for the brain. And just allow yourself to soften in this one, release in this one. Align your center chin with your center heart, with your center nose, with your center forehead. Equal pressure in your arms and your hands and your elbows. Equal pressure in your knees, equal pressure in your feet. And we're going to use that same clearing breath. Smooth, soft inhalation through your nose, expanding your rib capacity from the base of the ribs to the sides of the ribs to the back of the ribs to the top. And then as you exhale through your nose, maintain that expansion and that capacity. And now just focus on normal breathing, whatever that means to you. Good. Gently press downwards to come upwards. Good. Find a comfortable seating position. So it could be simple cross-legged, or it could be sitting on your knees if it's comfortable for you. Good. Okay. Just do a little check-in with your body. Palms together, elbows weighted, chin towards your heart, eyes closed. Again, see if you can bring that awareness of your breath all the way along your back body, all the way along the spinal column, spinal channel. And again, smoothing that inhalation, making it so slow, so deep through the nose. And when you gently do that smooth, deep breath work, you're massively expanding your capacity, lung capacity, but also nervous system capacity. But the key is that it's slow, smooth, and gentle. There's not even an ounce of forcing with the breath work. So with the poses, I'm constantly taking you just past your edge to build that capacity. With the breath work, it's the exact opposite. You're just under your edge. Good. Palms facing up. Center heart lifting upwards and forwards. Face soft. Side temples released. Jaw release. And just notice any differences you feel from that restorative work. It's important to do that deep restorative work on a weekly basis, but also a little bit each day, trying to get 10 minutes in each day. Those twists, those legs up the wall. Great, great work today. I love the restorative. Let me know any questions, how you're doing.